Our sixth baby is due any minute now, and I've been too exhausted to make the videos that I normally would. So instead, I've combined them into a condensed version showing how I prepared for this baby's arrival. The first thing that I did was just buy the few things that I needed around the middle of the pregnancy. About a month before my due month, or what I thought was my due month, I started by stripping all of my newborn cloth diapers. I soaked them in hot water with a splash of detergent and 2 packets of RLR for about 4 hours, then washed them like normal. I forgot to strip my cloth pads with those diapers, so I ended up doing it in a bowl. I used my largest mixing bowl, hot water, a splash of detergent, and 1 packet of RLR, then waited a few hours and washed them. Next, I cleaned out our cooler and a Trader Joe's bag while I washed the birth towels and blankets. The towels and blankets got packed in the cooler straight out of the dryer after 2 hot, dry cycles. I have 5 normal size towels, 2 hand towels, and 5 baby blankets in here. The newborn diapers are in the Trader Joe's bag so that I can put it next to my bed while I'm recovering. If you want to see a video of my newborn cloth diaper stash, that will be linked in the description. Next, I washed and organized all of the baby clothes, burp cloths, and blankets. Here I have a little washcloth and a stack of burp cloths. Then I have the rest of the baby blankets. These are newborn jammies, and this is basically all I put on my babies, so there's quite a few. Then I have a couple of newborn onesies, a t-shirt, a couple of hats, and a couple pairs of pants. This drawer has 0 to 3 month jammies, gender neutral 0 to 3 month onesies and pants, a couple of little booties and sweaters, newborn to 3 month girl clothes, and the same size boy clothes. I have both because we're always team green. Next, I washed my boppy covers, bouncer cover, and newborn wraps. Then I cleaned my largest glass bowl and wrapped it in foil to keep it clean in my closet. This is the closet in my bathroom where I plan on giving birth, and this is where I've organized all of the birth supplies. On the bottom, we have a ton of toilet paper, a box of Medline cold packs, which are absorbent pads that you fold in half, and they get super cold, my favorite thing for afterbirth. And then this is the cooler that has all of the towels and blankets for the birth. Over here, we have a ton of size 5 diapers, which we use on our 3-year-old at night, but my husband may decide to use them on our toddler at night as well after the baby is born, if he, for whatever reason, doesn't feel like dealing with the cloth diapers during everything else that will be going on. And in that case, we also have a few packages of size 4 diapers that he can use on our toddler during the day. And there's a package of wipes left over from when we moved that he can use if he wants. Last is a package of trainers left over from moving as well. This shelf is where we keep our normal bath towels, but most of them are in the dryer right now. Moving up, we have some underpads that will be put underneath me on the bed after birth in order to keep our sheets clean. I didn't use many last time, so I didn't need to buy any more this time around. This is the bowl that will be used to hold the placenta. In the back here in the owl bag, I have my cloth pads. I think I have 10 with actual absorbency and then a few panty liners, all of which are domino pads because I love them. I'll probably use these last after the Medline and other disposable pads are gone. In the front, I have a package of 7th generation pads and a couple of Perry bottles. Up here, we have our baby scale, a heating pad in case the baby needs it, and the majority of the birth supplies are in this thing, like for actually during the birth. Here we have my blood pressure cuff, which may or may not be used, a fetoscope. This goes on top of the baby scale to make it less hard and cold for the baby. This little case has a nose Frida, which most likely will not be used, a thermometer, which also probably won't be used, and a tape measure. Then this last compartment has all the important stuff. We have a fresh bulb syringe. We have 5 of these umbilical tapes to use instead of clamps, We'll probably only need 2, but we wanted to have extra just in case. This little baggie has alcohol pads, which are mostly for cleaning the scissors for the cord, which are in my kitchen still, but they have many uses. Then there's a syringe so we can take blood from the placenta to test the baby's blood type. And for that, we have a couple of Eldon cards. Hopefully we only need 1, but if it gets messed up, we do have a backup. So yeah, this compartment is the most important, and then having sharp scissors. Something to put the placenta in while waiting to cut the cord, and ways to keep the baby warm. So for us, we have blankets and a heating pad. On this final shelf is stuff that only my husband will need to reach. Over here is an emergency birth manual in case it's needed. This box is full of hydrogen peroxide for cleaning up any messes. And then finally, a couple of tarps that we've never used during birth, but always have handy just in case. Now we'll be moving to the actual closet, which is right next to it. Around here, we have the stuff that I'll need when I get into bed with the baby. I won't need the jumper for a while or the bouncer for a day or so, but this stuff will be needed pretty quickly. These are the newborn diapers. There's pre-folds in here, wipes in here, and the rest of the cloth diapers are in the Trader Joe's bag. Then we have a couple of packages of newborn disposables in case we aren't able to wash the diapers often enough. This is my boppy that will be used near constantly right from the start. Underneath that is all of my milk saving stuff, a couple of extra wraps that I probably won't use for a few months, etc. That bag probably won't get a ton of use right away, but I want it all there and easy to find if I decide to use it. On the opposite side is the setup I showed with the baby clothes and stuff. The top is the stuff for our toddler, but down here is all of the stuff for the baby. The only thing that's changed in this little drawer here, I have 3 boppy covers because they get dirty a lot in the beginning and I hate running out of covers and having to use a blanket or something. This is a blanket from the hospital where our first baby was born. And finally, I have my 2 Solly baby wraps, which are my preferred carriers for the newborn stage. The next thing that I did was fill all of these bottles with most of the ingredients for my baby wipe spray, minus the water. As we go through them, I will refill them so that they're all ready to go whenever the baby is born. And then very recently, I realized that I forgot to get my perennial spray that I've used after every baby and absolutely love. So I went ahead and got some of that, and I'm going to try the balm this time as well. I also put a large black comforter and a couple of pillows at the very top of the birth supply closet. Well, technically my husband put them up there because I can't reach. But those are going to be used to keep me comfortable in the shower after the baby is born.